Hey guys, welcome back to What Next? And this week is going to be our fourth and final week of my February tribute to Pauly Shore. Now, again, I was sitting around thinking about what to do next, and then all of a sudden, boom! I was actually watching Biodome, and I thought about this, and I was like, you know what? Pauly Shore had a good run of hits in the '90s, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go over top four, in my opinion, for the month of February. So. This is our fourth installment, and of course, we went with his, I don't want to say his last one, but his last big hit, Biodome. So, Biodome takes place back in, '96. Yes, wow, it's been that long. So, if you guys haven't watched this again, do yourself a favor and watch it. I think you can find it on most streaming platforms, and even on YouTube. I think it's free on there if you have YouTube. So, for those of you who have seen it by now, let's jump into this. So again, we're not here to review the movie. We know it's hilarious, classic, a lot of classic lines came out of this one. So we have Squirrel and Stub. If you guys don't know who they are by now, but if you do, stay with me. So again, I'm watching this one and I'm thinking to what next, right? Obviously, this is what I'm doing here. So after the events of Biodome, I'm kind of thinking what next, like for these two. You got Squirrel and Stub. Wandered into something random, like seems like they always do. So after that, I'm kind of curious what they do going forward. Like I almost want to say that if they were to do a sequel to this, down the road, like would have said probably maybe like later '90s, early 2000s. I bet you would have seen these two find them way into some sort of almost kind of like the same situation. Like I think somebody goes looking for them. Hey, they want to start another Biodome situation, or maybe just some type of other situation where they want to kind of help the planet, and they figured let's go get these two because they're kind of the chaos factor that no one knew you needed in an environment like this. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know if there's too much more you can do with these two, but yeah, I see them just showing up in a situation where they wandered into it. Again, if you were to call it Biodome 2, who knows? Maybe they could have just tried to do an adverse effect where they start off with it just being as toxic as it could be and having them try to make it back to normal. Kind of the same premise as they did here, but who knows? I mean, because otherwise, or if you just keep a sequel with Squirrel and Stub, calling it Biodome 2, I don't think would have worked too well. Unless there's a biodome in another state or country that they want them to go to. I think obviously whatever would happen with them would have been hilarious as a joke. I did read somewhere that they were trying to plan a sequel based off of like their children. I think because so much time has gone by. If that will ever happen, who knows? But yeah, so that's kind of where I saw going with them two. Also too with their girlfriends, Monique and Jen. I see them staying together, probably, going off, getting married, having kids after all this because, they're all happy. They're all environment people now. They want to be together. Clearly, they do love each other. So I see all those four going off and kind of living happily ever after. Obviously, it seems like being with these two is no serious matter. But nonetheless, I see those two couples working out fine going down the road. Now you have all the other characters. You have the Biodome 5 is what they call themselves, right? So first off, you got Dr. Noah Faulkner. At the end, he's kind of lost it. We see him running off into the desert. Now where he goes from here, technically, right? Who knows? What's next for Noah Faulkner? I think he runs off somewhere and finds a group of people that share his enthusiasm, we'll say, for maybe kind of, I don't know, maybe world domination, or maybe he's just completely lost now. He wants to just, instead of make an Earth that's pure, maybe he wants to just destroy it now. Like he saw that everything he believed in just was not true and just kind of just lost it at the end. We saw he was losing it at the end. So yeah, I see him kind of maybe finding another group of people looking to take down or destroy essentially the Earth, kind of maybe like the ozone layer or something like that. And then who knows, maybe that's where Bud and Doyle come back in too. They're like, let's bring these two in because they kind of fought Dr. Faulkner before, and now they're going to have him bring him down again. If that's the way they wanted to go with it. I definitely think if there was a part 2, you have to have Dr. Dr. Faulkner in there as kind of like the bad guy, and then these two maybe going in to help out. Now, as far as the rest of the Biodome 5, or the 4 from there, not completely sure if you needed them going forward. I think it'd be cool, maybe kind of like reassemble the team together to go after Dr. Noah. If that's the case, you bring back Dr. Petra, their buddy, TC Romulus. I think he comes in and helps, because he liked, I forget what his technically, especially was, like bugs and plants and stuff like that was his thing. Maybe he can use, I think they all kind of use what they're good at to maybe help fight whatever would be going on in a part 2, if that's the case, where they have a new bad guy, or again fighting Dr. Noah Faulkner. But past that, I mean, not a whole lot. Like you had a couple of cool like you had Tenacious D as a cameo, Jack Black and Kyle Gass from way back in the 90s when they were first just up and coming. So who knows? Maybe they do another cameo at that point. I think it's when Jack Black started taking off as an actor and whatnot. So who knows? But still, maybe even today's world as a sequel, I don't doubt he would probably love to do a cameo on that with him as himself probably. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, you had a lot of secondary characters to see what would do anything with. You had the guy Bud and Doyle, like their friend Roach. He kind of always helped out and did all like the grunt work. So you could probably show him up again, like they're still hanging out. So yeah, So maybe a Roach pops up here and there. He's still kind of maybe like their gopher guy, or their whatever they need something, they send him off. Or I don't know. You could bring in Russell. Russell was funny. He popped up here and there. Russell was what they have her as, Jen's mom's boyfriend, which I don't think you ever saw Jen's mom. Now that I'm thinking about it, but Russell was like the lazy guy, always wanted to be on unemployment. So who knows? Maybe he pops up here and there and is still just doing something. Maybe working drive-through somewhere or something like that. Like I think that'd be funny to see a quick cameo of to what he's been up to. So. But yeah, other than that, like I said, if you haven't seen this movie, go ahead and watch it. It's a fun time. It's a little goofy, but it's definitely a fun time. Like if you've followed through with these 4 weeks of the Pauly Shore thing, like I said, watch all 4 of them. This is prime Pauly Shore, and I don't know why we didn't get any more after that. Maybe just the 90s, towards the end of the 90s, maybe people just got tired of watching them. I don't know. I always loved all of his movies, so. But if you have anything else that I missed on this one, or any fun facts or something, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you next time, guys.